Alright everyone, here is segment number 3 of my 2019 Halloween special, in which at this point we are going to be playing Jeopardy featuring Alex Trebek for the DOS. Let's see if we can bundle this game. There we go. Move that way. Here we go. Jeopardy featuring Alex Trebek. Right now our bank is at $17,395. We'll say novice difficulty. Returning. Space bar to buzz in. Here we go. As we take on Myrna and Heidi.
Hi everyone and welcome to Jeopardy.
Thank you. We're ready to play.
Here we go. Round 1. One daily double will appear on the board in these categories.
We're going to be dealing with banned books, people, solar system, world capitals, song lyrics, and finally, science. Okay, I'll take the categories as they are. No, I don't want to change the categories. I'm going to go with banned books for 100. Calling him an anti-red rebel, East Berlin schools banned this rodent's comic books in 1954. Who's Mickey Mouse?
You are correct.
Let's go with banned books for 200. In 1932, 500 copies of this James Joyce novel were burned by the U.S. Post Office. What is Ulysses?
You are correct.
I'll have banned books for 300. He won the Nobel Prize for Dr. Zhivago, but was forced to refuse it. Trying to remember who wrote Dr. Zhivago. Myrna. Wilt Chamberlain?
No.
He was a basketball player, not an author. Nope.
Nope, sorry, that is wrong.
Trying to remember who wrote Dr. Zhivago. For some reason, I think it's Omar Khayyam, but I'm going to hold back.
The correct response is
Boris Pasternak, so it's a good thing I did not buzz in. Could we have 400, please, for banned books? Published in 1900, his sister Carrie was still banned in Vermont in 1985. Let's see if Myrna knows this one. Who wrote Sister Carrie? Theodore Dreiser.
You are correct.
He's the one, and now you have some money. $100 to be exact. Go again, Myrna. Make the next selection as we continue. People 100. At 14, his magic show paid him $3. Later, he made millions on Tonight. Who is Johnny Carson?
That's it.
I'll have people for 200. His last regular newscast was on Friday, March 6, 1981. Who is Walter Cronkite?
You are correct.
People for 300. Looking too much like Haley Mills cut short this composer's acting career. Myrna. Paul Williams.
That's it.
He's the one. You're at $400, Myrna, and you get to make the next selection as we continue. People for $400. His obituary appeared in the New York Times 7 years after he disappeared. Who is Jimmy Hoffa?
Yes.
People for $500. I'm at $1,000 at this point in the game. Discovered by Bob Hope in 1949, this ballad king soon went from rags to riches. Oh, too late. Tony Bennett, yeah.
That's it.
That's who I was thinking, but I got beat to the buzzer. That's alright. Myrna has $900 in cash, and she gets to make the next selection as we continue. Which will be banned books for $500. Erskine Caldwell novel banned in St. Paul in 1946. Myrna, if she gets this right, she takes the lead for now. Tobacco Road.
That's it.
Tobacco Road is correct. You're up to 1,400, Myrna. You have the lead for right now. We have 4 full categories left. Where to? Solar System 100. Though named for the god of the sea, this planet appears to be green, not blue. What is Neptune?
Yes.
Solar System for 200. Though at least 95% of the atmosphere of Venus is this gas, there are no plans yet for a Venus cola. What is carbon dioxide?
That's it.
Solar System 300. In 1950, the first measurements of this planet were made with the 200-inch telescope on Mount Palomar. What is Mars? Or what is Mars?
No, sorry, that is wrong.
I always get this clue wrong. But now I think I know it for sure.
The correct response is
Pluto. Had to go all the way down to Pluto, even though it's not a planet anymore. It's a dwarf planet. The Solar System for 400. Daily Double.
the answer there is the daily double.
Alright, and I have $1,000 up to risk. I'll bet it all. Here's the clue in the Solar System. The point in the orbit of a planet or comet when it's closest to the Sun. What is the solar eclipse?
No.
Ugh. That is wrong. So I lose all my $1,000.
The correct response is
The perihelion. Perihelion. We can get it back, though. Solar System 500. Of the 3 crew members of Apollo 11, the civilian, who is Neil Armstrong?
right.
There we go. We got some money back. $500. Alright. Let's see what categories we have left. I see them. I'm going to go with science for 100. Robert W. Bunsen's hot item, invented in 1855. What is the Bunsen burner?
Yes.
Science 200. To Copernicus, it was the center of the universe. What is the sun?
Right.
Science 300. Get the money. Made of glass or quartz, it's used to bend light rays or form rainbows. What is a prism?
Right.
Science 400. In 1774, we all breathed a sigh of relief when Joseph Priestley discovered this gas. What is oxygen?
You are correct.
I'll have science for 500. And there we go. I've bounced back in the lead for right now. Broadest method of classification of living things. What is kingdom?
Yes.
All right, there we go. We're up to $2,000 right now. I'll have song lyrics for 100. It's what the band did when Casey would waltz with a strawberry blonde. What is played on?
You are correct.
Let's have song lyrics 200. I'm going to sit right down and write myself a letter and make believe it did this. What is came from you?
You are correct.
Song lyrics 300. Roy Orbison was going back someday, come what may, to this place 14 years before Linda Ronstadt. What is Blue Bayou? Where's the letter U button? Oh, I see it now.
Right.
Could I have song lyrics for 400, please? In Funny Girl, Fanny Bryce saying, "Don't bring around a cloud to do this." What's rain on my parade?
That's it.
Song lyrics for 500. These went zing in the title line that follows, "Dear, you're with your lips to mine, a rhapsody divine. What are the strings of my heart?"
That's it.
Here we go. We ran that category and we're at $3,500. Now all that's left is world capitals. 100. Tepeiliokkio Church, which was carved in solid rock, is in this Finnish capital. What is Helsinki?
Right.
200. Changing of the guard on Parliament Hill is one of this Canadian city's main summer attractions. What is Ottawa?
Yes.
300. We're up to $3,800 in cash. And we're on a roll. This Arab capital is divided into Christian and Muslim halves. What is Riyadh?
Nope, sorry, that is wrong.
Ugh. I think I might have a clue what it could be now.
The correct response is
It's Beirut in Lebanon. That was my second guess. It's okay. 400, please. It's the capital of Serbia as well as the capital of Yugoslavia. What is Belgrade?
yes.
Now the last clue. We're up to $3,900 in cash right now, and we're doing pretty good. Being the southernmost of South Africa's 3 capitals makes it the southernmost capital in Africa. What is Cape Town?
Yes.
And we're at $4,400 in cash. Myrna has $1,400. Heidi minus $300, so she'll go first in.
The double Jeopardy round. Here we go.
Let's play.
2 daily doubles to help you in one of these categories.
Comic strips, Broadway lyrics, the Bible, woman, fashion, and finally, for the kids. Okay, good. Once again, we are not changing the categories. We're leaving them alone. Heidi, you're in last place. We'll start with you. Woman for 200. Of the average boy and girl, the one who enters puberty first. Who is the boy?
Nope, sorry, that is wrong.
Ah, frick. Alright. Well, let's see if Myrna knows this any better than I do. She says it is the girl. Yep, it's the other one.
That's it.
Alright, that's okay. Woman 400. A woman needs more of this magnetic element than a man. What is magnesium?
Nope, sorry, that is wrong.
Oh, man. I think I might know it now. Iron, yeah.
That's it.
It's iron. Okay. Let's keep going. Woman 600. Having on average more of this than men gives greater buoyancy in water and resistance to cold. Myrna? Fat?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Woman 800. Women have about a million fewer blood cells of this color per drop than blood of men. What is white?
No.
Slipping now. I'm down to $3,000. Myrna gets this. She takes the lead. Red, the other one.
You are correct.
Of course. Of course. Next clue, please. Woman 1,000. It happens to a woman's voice during puberty and again during menopause. Myrna. She gets this right. She ran the category. It lowers. I believe that's right.
You are correct.
She ran the category, whereas whenever I rang in on some clues, I got them wrong. Oh well. Well, at least that category is out of the way. Let's go to the next one, please. Fashion for 200. This New York-based national department store abbreviates its name as SFA. What is Saks Fifth Avenue?
That's it.
I'll have fashion for 400. Term for someone who makes men's chapeau, whether he's mad or not. What's a hatter?
You are correct.
Fashion for 600. It's time to make a comeback here and now. The Marciano brothers founded the company that makes this questionable fashion label. What is guess?
That's it.
Fashion 800. I only trail by $200 at this point in the game. A 5, 7, or 9, the number that precedes the name West on the popular shoe brand. What is 9? And that'll put me in the lead.
You are correct.
Fashion 1000. Daily Double.
The answer there is Daily Double.
Founded the Daily Double in the Jeopardy round, and it didn't work in my favor. I'm going to try again, all of it. It's the clue in fashion. In 1988, the fashion industry lost billions on this style, shunned by professional women. What is the miniskirt?
Yes.
There we go. We got it that time, and we're up to $10,000. After struggling a little bit, we finally made it into 5 figures. What category do I want now? I want the Bible for 200. Among the 31 kings he smote were the kings of Medigo, Dor, and Jericho. Who is Joshua?
Right.
The Bible for 400. Hey, Tiger. Jewish holiday that commemorates the events in Exodus 12. What is Passover?
Yes.
Bible for 600. I'm at $10,600 right now at this point in the game. In Exodus chapter 3, verse 5, God ordered him to take his shoes off. Who's Matthew?
No, sorry.
Oh, the other one. Oops. Sorry, I moved my laptop there. Alright. Myrna. Moses, the other one.
Yes.
It was Moses. So now Myrna has half of what I have. She has $5,000. I have $10,000. For the kids, 200. Name shared by prepubescent Pan and pickled pepper picker piper. What is Peter?
Yes.
For the kids, for 400, please. She created Jemima Puddle Duck and Mrs. Tiggywinkle as well as Peter Rabbit. Who is Beatrix Potter?
Right.
We'll have for the kids for 600, please. The French call her La Petite Chaperon Rouge. Who's Little Red Riding Hood?
Right.
For the kids for 800. Animal that went both ways in Dr. Dolittle. Who is Push Me Pull You?
Right.
And for the kids for 1,000. I have $12,000 right now. What the three little kittens were denied when they lost their mittens. What is pie?
Yes.
There we go. Ran for the kids category, and I'm up to $13,000 in cash. Let's have the Bible 800. The two types of birds Noah sent out to check for dry land. What are a dove and a raven?
You are correct.
The Bible 1000. He was stoned at Lystra. Who is Paul?
Yes.
There we go. 14-8 right now. We have Broadway lyrics and comic strips to deal with. I'll have Broadway lyrics for 200. In Camelot, this is how to handle a woman. Heidi. Nope.
No.
Heidi's not doing real well.
The correct response is
You merely simply love her. Alright. I'll have Broadway lyrics for 400, please. Something familiar, something peculiar, something for everyone is this tonight. What is a comedy?
right.
Broadway lyrics 600. From Guys and Dolls, it's the title line that precedes hug around the neck and a barrel and a heap. What is a bushel and a peck?
Right.
Broadway lyrics 800. Whenever I feel afraid, I hold my head erect and do this so no one will suspect I am afraid. Let's see if Heidi can get this one right. Whistle a happy tune.
That's it.
There you go. So Heidi got a clue right, and she now has some cash. Comic strips, 200. Jim Davis named this cat after his grandfather, not the 20th president, who is Garfield.
Right.
I'll have comic strips for 400. I have $16,000 right now. John Steinbeck wrote the preface of a book about this Al Cap character. Who's Little Abner?
You are correct.
There we go. I'm going to have comic strips for 600, please. Daily double.
The end of Daily Double.
You know what? I think we'll do it again. Whoa. Alright. Here's the clue in comic strips for $32,800. Standard comment of Little Orphan Annie's dog, Sandy. What is ARF?
That's it.
Yes. $32,800. We're going with comic strips for $800. His favorite mode of transport was his dinosaur named Dinny. Who's Alley-oop?
Right.
Comic strips 1,000. During the Depression, she sold apples on the street, but now she gives only free advice. Myrna. Mary Worth.
That's it.
Uh-huh. You're up to $6,000, Myrna. Excuse me, you have $6,000. We have one clue left, and that's in Broadway lyrics. Let's go ahead and take a look at it. Song from Gypsy, which begins, things look swell, things look great. What is everything's coming up roses?
You are correct.
So at the end of Double Jeopardy, I have 34,600. Myrna has 6,000. Heidi 300. So everybody will be around for Final Jeopardy.
Here is today's Final Jeopardy category.
We're going to be talking about television. So I have 34,600. I'll put in my wager, and we're good.
Final Jeopardy answer is...
From 1965 to 79, you could point to her on 60 Minutes while she debated with James J. Kilpatrick. I don't have the foggiest idea on this one.
What did you put down as your response?
Nah, I couldn't come up with it.
No, sorry, that is wrong.
So I'm going to lose $15,400. That drops me down to $19,200, but that's okay. Still enough to win.
What did you put down as your response?
Queen Elizabeth II?
No. And your wager was?
$1,680, so you're down to $4,320.
What did you put down as your response?
You picked Sylvester Stallone. No.
No.
Nobody came up with the correct response.
And your wager was?
$100, so you dropped $200. The person you could point to...
The correct response is...
Shanna Alexander. But it doesn't matter. I went with $19,200, and that puts my Halloween bank at $36,595. Which is not bad. And I'll see you all for that next segment. Right after this, we'll be right back.